What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2. I have been getting lots and lots of requests to do Onslaught Mode. Now we are here on floor 507, Greystone Plaza. We got a pretty kind of easy setup, really. I got Timmy's Revenge on this one with Proximity and Phased. EMP Stabbies up top with Armored and Abominable. We got an Omega Squad Zeta with Wall Leech and Soft Spot. We got just Timmy down below, Brittle and Kursakazi. Up top we've got EMP Kamikazes with Maximum Effort and Headstrong. And then over here we've got Omega Squad Alpha, Enraged, and Pilot On. Now for this map I will be doing the 1 amp Titan build. Now obviously I've got more than 1 amp into it. Mine is a little bit more jacked up, but I'll be using that exact build. Link will be above in the cards if you're not familiar with the 1 amp Titan. And then as well, I'll be bringing along the Nuke Monk for DPS. This is the last Nuke Monk build I did, and I think this is a very viable build all the way until you get up to that floor 945 mark, and then you probably want to switch off your Frostfire Remnants and Grave Infection for 2 anti-mods. I personally would probably go with anti-mini-boss and anti-melee, maybe. I think would be 2 fantastic anti-mods to choose there, but the nuke build I'm using will be linked in the cards as well. Now, starting on off, we got Timmy's Revenge right here. Let's just hop right to it and get it done. Now, we've got what? We want to get our Reflect Beams in first. Let's go ahead and we'll double dip on the Reflect Beams. So I'm going to put that T in place. We'll get yet one more T directly in front of it. And then we've got our Proton Beam to go into the mix. Now, this particular lane is going to have a lot of frost enemies, and that means that a good choice to come back to this lane would be to come back and add in some fire damage. Definitely not something that is required, but with any leftover DU, fire damage will definitely burn through those frost mobs very, very easily. Now moving up top, we've got Omega Squad Zeta. This one's pretty straightforward. We're going to do the exact same thing. So I'm going to start it off with a Boostara. Let's go ahead and get 2 of those Reflect Beams in place. I'm going to put these relatively tight together. The reason being is the mobs are really forced in close together at this particular lane. So I'm going to just kind of keep them as tight as possible. And then the same thing with that Proton Beam. I'm going to go well inside here and just keep a nice focused beam right in the center of the lane. Now, here we've got flyers coming in, and one thing's for sure, flyers on this particular path, particularly when they're armored, are just going to be really susceptible to some damage from a Flame Aura. So I'm just going to drop 1 Flame Aura there just to give me a little bit of an assist with those flyers that roll in. Now over here we got Omega Squad Alpha, so we're going to have just standard issue mobs. The only thing we have to worry about here at all is Lady Orcs. And really, when you look at this lane, the tightest spot where you can pinch this lane off is going to be right here. So this is, without a doubt, where we are going to want to build it out. Let's just go ahead and get started just like that, and we're going to just treat this little opening here as if it is the exact center of the lane. So let's go ahead and get our first Reflect Beam down. That one's a little bit wonky, but that's alright. We'll get our second Reflect Beam down, and this allows for a really nice, tight, focused area in between the main choke point here. Now, one thing's to be said about Lady Orcs or Berserker Orcs, and with the V-shaped Proton, if you're having problems with Berserkers running by, then your V's not wide enough. Spread it apart a little further, and that will eliminate those Berserker problems. Now, down below, we pretty much got a free lane here. Just Timmy is without a doubt the easiest lane in the game, so I'm going to do the same setup here, but I'm only going to go with 1 Reflect Beam. So We'll just pop that here, and that is just going to completely devastate this lane. Just no doubt about it. Let's go ahead and throw our proton in just directly behind it. And, I mean, for a little overkill on this lane, we could even add a Flame Aura in here, but really, I think a Lightning Strike would probably be better off, as it's a low mob count lane. And not only low mob count, but a low mob count lane with relatively squishy mobs. So let's just go ahead and drop a Lightning Strike Aura right next to it. Now we still have some flyers to contend with, and as you see, we've got some Headstrong flyers up top there. So those will be quite fun. I think for that, I'm just going to throw a bait obelisk. So this is just an obelisk using a totem. Nothing particular required for it. If you do have automation is going to be nice. Empowering Blast for me is very nice. And then just a regular Ungilded Defense Rate Shard will get it down to the speed cap for the Smite. Now back behind that, what do we want to do? Well, this particular map, we've got both flyer lanes are basically going to the same place. So let's drop some Skyguard towers down in the back here. And just using the normal old Skyguard setup. We can even boost these a little bit. We'll go with a Lightning Strike Aura for that Destructive Pylon, and then throw a Boost Aura right behind it. Actually, you know what? Can we double dip on the Boost Aura? Let's see. Nope, it doesn't look like we can. I could move those, but instead I'm just going to be lazy and drop it right there. Now that leaves me 30 more, and I mentioned at the beginning that getting a little fire damage on this lane, because there's so many frost mobs, can be quite beneficial. So let's just go ahead and throw a Flame Aura right in the middle of all this mess right here, and we'll call it good. Now we do have 200 left over. We know that this map, the flyers can get a bit uppity. I'm going to go ahead and spend the majority of that on those Skyguard towers. And you know what? If I upgrade this Reflect Beam right here, I'm just going to be able to straight up ignore that lower lane. So let's go ahead and make it happen here. Basically, as the map runs here, I always keep an eye out for the Frost Orcs. Or not Frost Orcs, Frost Mobs. Frost Mobs can be tricky. They can catch you off guard. In addition to that, always keep an eye out on the Berserkers. Now, I know I've got Berserkers all the way over in that far left lane, so I'm just watching the mini-map there. I don't feel the need to really go up there and add any hero DPS to that lane. I'm just going to keep spraying on this lane right here, and just watch the mini-map, just in case something goes wrong with one of those sneaky Berserkers. Let's see how these flyers do as well. Looks like the first round of dive bombers got that obelisk beat up pretty darn good. Get a little help on those flyers here too. Now once we get an upgrade on the obelisk, we're going to be in great shape, because then we've got that downgrade servo on it. So if it does get blown up for some reason, we're going to kind of get a freebie there. Assuming that is working correctly in this current day and age. I think it is, but I'm not 100% positive. So let's go ahead and drop an upgrade right here on this obelisk first thing. Let's see, what do we got? We've got 600. Well, you know, the bread and butter of the build is without a doubt the Reflect Beam. Let's get these Reflect Beams jacked up a touch. You know, here I think I'll add one to the Flame Aura as well, just for the Orc Smash, or Ogre Smash, or Frost Mob Smash, whatever the heck is coming out over there. Here we'll throw one on the Lightning Strike, and up top here, just straight up Reflect Beam. I'll get my mobs right at some point throughout the course of this run, y'all. I won't continue to call Frost Mobs Ogres and Orcs, I promise. Now let's see, what does that leave us? That only leaves 100 left. I think I'll throw one more up onto... Let's throw it on the obelisk, why not? And here we go, wave number 2. Now, I did the ultimate fail, and that was I didn't look to see what the boss was coming, so surprise! It's going to be a surprise. We'll have to find out here when this bad boy rolls out, decides to greet us. Sticking with the same strat though, just spraying into this lane. Mainly just because it's right here and I can access the other lanes very, very quickly from where I'm at. So I'm pretty content just kind of chillaxing over here. See, we've got strike number 1 into that obelisk. Give a little assist on those flyers there. We got us a Drakenlord, so we are going to have to get the Drakenlord ignited. I'll wait for him to come out just a touch further. In fact, we can give a little help. No, we can just take one to the face from that assassin there. Gotta love those assassins. And now, we can go visit Mr. Drakenlord and say what up. We should have some assassins coming. I'm going to chillax right here. We know the assassins are going to do their thing. Here's one of them. They drop off you pretty darn quick if you just, you know, going to park right on top of your proton beam. Between the petrify and the freeze chance, you've just got a really, really strong chance for almost instant assassin stripping. But it's all a matter of getting to the right place at the right time. Let's see, let's go ahead and upgrade that since those flyers pushed in nicely. And then let's just continue to hit these reflects. Now I'm going to ignore that one down below. It feels like it would be a waste of any mana to put anything else into that. So let's get these reflects right here. And should be good for wave number 3. Now what do we have for wave 3 here? We've got us a Skelly boss rolling out over there. So that's where we're going to be hanging out anyway. So we'll pay attention to this guy. You get that Frostfire stacked up in a lane that's got a heavy mob count, and it just does ridiculous things. There's just no doubt there. That's why Frostfire is just such a go-to for so many people. Now, once you get past that floor 945 part, you probably want to stay away from the Frostfire after that. Not going to help you out quite as much. Unless you're barbing out. If you're barbing out, then why the heck not? Leave it on there. You got 6 slots, for God's sakes. And here comes Skelly, so we will get the respawning mobs. That one put in a little damage, huh? Skellyon's getting handled just a bit. And he's not even out yet. Come on out, dude. Getting those procs of burning strikes on him back in the spawn like that. Very nice. Few flyers left, and it should be GG here. And let's see, what do we got? What do we got? We have got 694. Let's go around into the Skyguards. Why not? I don't think we need anything else on this obelisk. Might as well drop a little more up top here. Looks like I missed that one last time. Did I hit the proton by accident? Nah, I didn't hit the proton by accident. Not sure why I missed that one. Alright, now for wave number 4. What do we have? We got Bossaliciousness down here. Oh, good! It's a Cannon Ogre, just what I always wanted. So we will want to keep an eye out for that Cannon Ogre. Remember, you got Skelly. We got a little Shieldy Gobs rolling out right now. Cannon Ogre, cheaty aimbot, hits hard. Don't jump in front of him, y'all. Shieldy Gobs is down. And Cannon Ogre's not out yet. We still got 300 plus mobs, so got a little ways to go. That Frostfire is putting in work back there. Holy crap. Very nice. Where you at, Mr. Cannon Ogre? Here he comes. And Cannon Ogre down. We got us a Sniper Warbleed as well. Coming out on the far side. I better watch that sub-objective, huh? Sniper Warbleed down also, so it is GG's here for the end of Wave 4, it's looking like. Obelisk took a shot to the face once again. That's what it's there for. Soak up those shots and let my Skyguards put some work in. Alright, now what's left? We got 831. Nice. Very, very nice. So let's see. Let's get that one jacked up. Let's get that one jacked up. Oh yeah. What's down below? We got what do we got over here? Lava Guardian. Shouldn't have to worry too much about that. We got another Shieldy Gobs rolling out here. So we're gonna have some boss action. Let's see. What do we want to do? Let's just go ahead and dump a little into those, and we'll just call it good. Skelly coming to get his. Get wrecked. Here comes Timmy. Timmy should be relatively squish. Yeah, poor Timmy. I'm going to want to keep an eye on this lane, though. The problem with if you have a boss come out of here is you can get yourself in the slump where you're completely ignoring that lane because Timmy's such a joke. And then the boss comes out and can catch you off guard. So you do want to be conscious that there is something other than pure squishiness coming out of that lane. And here we go. Mr. Tuskar getting wrecked. Shieldy Gobs is getting handled, but he's back up in there a little. Well, he's not even out yet. Poor guy. Woo! Beat down on that dude. And then now it's Flyers, right? One more. Oh, I missed one. It's a straggler. And there we go, y'all. That was floor number 507 here in Dungeon Defenders 2. Let's check it out and see if we got anything shiny in the box. Maybe an amp? That's like getting a free meal, right? Nothing. Nothing but poo in the old Onslaught victory rewards. And that right there, folks, is why I just never really got excited about running Onslaught. However, that is a floor number 507. So thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to click that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And I will be back soon with some more Dungeon Defenders in all of its various flavors. Thanks again. I'll see you next time.